Please be seated, ladies and gents. Well, he drives a big race. She keeps the home fires burning inside the yearning. Keeps both the love alive. One day children and a yard and swings to play. Maybe one day keeps both the love alive. And every day seems to get much longer. A photograph don't quite replace his touch. And every time she sees a newborn baby, a photograph in his memories, not quite enough. It's over a month now, but he's gotta take this load. It's just on up the road. I'll be back home in a day. He kisses her forehead as the tears roll down her face. Onto the lace of the dress she bought today. And every day seems to get much longer. A photograph don't quite replace his touch. And every time she sees a newborn baby, a photograph in his memories, not quite enough. A photograph in his memories, not quite enough. Thank you.
So we just want to acknowledge our patron who passed away recently in June, John Joseph Moran, the ferret. He's usually here to read a poem that he wrote specifically for the memorial, but unfortunately he can't be with us, obviously. So we have down the right hand side here to your left, we've had a plaque put up for him. I'd just like to read the words that it says. John Moran, beloved husband, father, stepfather, grandfather, great-grandfather, and a friend to very, very many. He was an infamous character within the transport industry through his writing in both Trucking Life, Big Rigs magazines, his dedication to the transport industry overall, co-founding of Convoy for Kids, his poetry, love of writing, and his very good ability to tell a story. In 2014, John received an Order of Australia Medal for his recognition of his decades of charity work and the establishment of Convoy for Kids. In 2002, John was inducted into the Road Transport Hall of Fame in Alice Springs on the Shell Rimula Wall of Fame and is an ambassador of the Australia-wide Convoy for Kids movement. John and his beloved wife, Margot, who unfortunately can't be here today, played an integral part in founding this memorial wall, and we're very thankful for that. They were both present at the first turning of the soil, and they handed us that piece of soil a couple of years ago, and they have continued to play a very, very pivotal role in both the memorial service and the convoy ever since. In 2005, John was inducted as a patron of this wall, and the words of his poem, Spirits of the Lake, are etched in brass on the wall just to the side of us, and they're read each service. This plaque was placed at the wall today as a mark of our respect for the ferret's dedication and his commitment to the Australian transport industry and to the Lights on the Hill Memorial. Vale John the Ferret Moran. And I didn't think I'd be up to reading that poem, so Janice is going to do it for us. Janice is one of the councillors from the council here, so thanks very much for coming.
Good afternoon. What an amazing man John was, and it's my privilege to read his poem. 1,000 lifetimes of memories are cast in these plaques on the wall. Memories of loved ones, lives that are lost, but survived by love that overcomes all. They might be small pieces of metal, but it's love, the love that makes them strong. They have to carry the names of our highway heroes and carry your love for however long. Our memories are what keep us going, not weakened by the passage of time. Though they are lost to us forever, they have committed no crime. This place has become really sacred now, though it's only bronze and granite and sandstone, but really it's much more than that. It's a place where you will never feel alone. The spirits of our long-lost kin and the feelings of the closeness that abounds mingle with the swirling mists from across the lake that settle across these hallowed grounds. Memories cast into pieces of bronze and woven into these verses of rhyme of our country's beloved highway heroes who have become the legends of our time.
Ode to the Wall. It is inevitable that the wall gets larger, but our loves are never lost. Nobody can take the memories of our loved ones who have now crossed. To think of those who have fallen, who have made us eternally proud. Their memories forevermore will make those air horns loud. Each anniversary we mourn, but today we must help each other celebrate. Those who have left their loved ones behind, however, still enrich our lives and make our memories great. There is, of course, no greater love than those you now wish you could kiss. Today we shall remember our losses, for they say time heals those you miss. The years will sadly take away our loved ones who we hold dear. The memories and special moments, however, should always bring more than a tear. Those memories shall come flooding back as we remember those we treasure in the prime of health. To try hard to think back on the good times, to remember forever those who gave us a life of wealth. Memories are never lost. We must see this as a sign, as they show their angelic and eternal auras to their loved ones left behind.
So the poem Kylie just read was written by herself and the ferret, and he requested that she read it after he passed. Well done. We'll now read the names of your loved ones going on the wall this year.
These are the names being honoured this year. Eric Lewis, Ballard, known as Eck, Longreach, Queensland. Anthony Paul Chatfield, known as Wombat, Boronia Heights, Queensland. Michael Hugh Conroy, known as Mick, Forest Hill, Queensland. Jeffrey James Cotter, known as Jeff, and welcome back, Melbourne, Victoria. Gary Franklin Cox, known as Head, Coffs Harbour, New South Wales. Michael John Cross, known as Crossy, Deception Bay, Queensland. Kerry Donald Dorries, known as Big Fella, Brian Maru, Queensland.
Yes, dear. Gerald Goodinson, known as Jerry, Cleveland, Brisbane. John Joseph Hiles, known as Johnny. Darryl Philip Janke, Flinders View, Queensland. Eric Allen Jones, Esperance, Western Australia. Mark John Markey Linden, known as Flowey, New South Wales. Ross Gregory Mills, known as Roscoe, Sydney, New South Wales. John Joseph Moran, the Ferret, Rockhampton, Queensland.
Stephen Shane Nearing, known as Steve, Marsden, Queensland. Donald John Oates, known as Donny, Brisbane, Queensland. William John Riley, known as Will, Gatton, Queensland. Jason Michael Russell, known as Jace, Waterford, Queensland. Herbert George Sternberg, known as Buddy, Oakey, Queensland. Jeffrey Allen Taylor, known as Jeff, Brisbane, Queensland. Scott David Thomas, Adelaide, South Australia, forever in our hearts.
And I apologise if I get this surname wrong, but Michael Ivan Bethia, known as Mini Mick, from Kincora, Queensland. Adrian Raymond Wells, known as Wellesley, from Brisbane. Kevin Willis, known as Big Kev, from Tamworth. Gordon Andrew Young, known as Gordo, from Brisbane. Henry McKeague Young, from Nanango. Okay, boys, can we have all the drivers to their trucks, please? And when you see Simo, give the pump of the arm. Yeah, but not before. Thank you.
So if anybody wants to lay flowers at the front of the wall, please make your way up. Just remember to distance yourself from other groups.
Funny in the world we live, the time just marches by, and we never tell the ones we love what's really on our minds. We try to build a future, our loved ones run up last. But what's a bright new future if you forget about your past? There's 1,000 things I'd love to say. It really makes me sad that I'll never get to say these words. Happy Father's Day, dear Dad. And that my sons will never know the man their granddad was. When a tear rolls down my face, they'll ask, I'll say it's just because. I never got to say the things I wanted most to say, and I never got to thank you for your love, your guiding ways. If I could wish upon a star and make my wish come true, my wish would be that I could spend one more day with you. I know in time the hurt will go, my love for you won't die, and the memories I have of you will keep me getting by. And I know you're sitting on a cloud, smiling down on me. One day I hope we'll meet again. Oh Jesus, hear my plea, and I'll tell the boys about you like you told me about your dad. I'll say you were my best friend, the best I ever had. And every time I kiss him, I'll kiss him once for you. Say it's from their granddad with a written I owe you. 'Cause I never got to say the things I wanted most to say, and I never got to thank you for your love, your guiding ways. If I could wish upon a star and make my wish come true, my wish would be that I could spend one more day with you. Yes, my wish would be that I could spend one more day with you.
Said in Psalm 55:6, "Oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I could fly away and be at rest." In a few moments we will be releasing 3 white doves, and each dove will represent something different. The first will symbolise the spirit of the soul, and the link we continue to have with our loved ones. The second dove symbolises the angel escort that each of our loved ones received on their journey to heaven. The third is for the Holy Trinity, which represents the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Little dove, on the wings of these white doves, we will set your spirits free. Up into the big deep sky.
To heaven where you'll be. We know there God has a plan for us. He wants us by his side. But it is hard for us to understand when we're left behind. Little doves, help lift our hearts as we watch you go. God is there if we ask us, because he loves us too. One, two, three. Well done.
Line them up, gentlemen!
Well done. Thanks for coming, everyone.